Hey guys, what's up? Charting here with another technical analysis breakdown. Today this one is on XAGUSD and it's Tuesday the 9th of August 2022. So basically this trade here is actually, for me, it's a counter trend trade. And although silver has been in a downtrend for quite some time now, so if we head on up to the higher time frame, we can see that silver has been in a downtrend for a couple of months now. However, if you look at my technical markup here, you can see that silver was in a downtrend or in a counter trend for quite some years, for probably about 10 years. And this right here was a clear Wyckoff accumulation. The reason why I say that is, first, price was stagnant and moving sideways for a couple of years, but then price also put in a double bottom, inducing buyers to come into the market thinking that this retracement of this uptrend move was over. So when price did that, what we saw was a massive shakeout. This right here is a VSA shakeout, and what this is doing is grabbing liquidity for all the early buyers. And then what did we see? We saw that price went ahead and took off drastically to the upside. Obviously this was during the whole pandemic, and I'll probably do a separate video going a little more in depth on this pair, basically because there's a lot going on here, especially VSA wise, with the volume of what was happening here and how I know that this will eventually go to the upside. So as you can see already from my markup, I'm predicting that price should continue to the upside. It's already rejected from my zones. Like I said before, I'll do another video basically going more in depth, but right now, because the market is about to open, the London session is about to open in about 4 minutes, so I just want to make sure that I'm on time for any opportunity that may present itself in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, so this is why for me, short in the market right now is a counter trend, because I'm actually expecting it to go up, and I'm actually waiting and anticipating for a buying opportunity somewhere around this area to take the trade to the upside. So going back down to the lower time frame, I've got my zones drawn up already. You can watch other previous videos to see how I actually derive these zones, but just a quick one. So basically last week I was waiting for price to reach into my zone, because I always like a confluence between the fair value gap and the order block, which we have right here. I also have a daily resistance, and you can see price reacting to this daily resistance and rejecting off of it. So basically what you can see here is price last week gave in a double top, actually broke structure, gave us a lower high, and broke structure again. So a lot of people might have thought that this was a perfect time to sell, and you can see that price has gone back up, and I'm predicting that this is a liquidity grab. So this is why I'm anticipating a slight move to the downside, not much, because like I said before, I believe momentum, the real long-term momentum, is to the upside. So my ultimate bias is to the upside. So this is why this is a counter trend for me, once again, if I haven't mentioned it before. But yeah, so I'll be waiting to see what happens when the market opens. If we drop down to the 15-minute time frame, basically on the VSA, this is a VSA candle setup right now. So if I jump to the VSA just to see if I can show you what's going on. Yep, bear with me 1 second, guys. So right here we've got ultra high volume, and it's a potential buying climax, which usually happens after a liquidity grab, which is why I'm predicting once again that price should then come back down. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting to see if price can break the low of this candle, so that I know that we might be having a nice breakout momentum to the downside. So if we come back here to this chart, so my entry would be on the low of this candle, depending on how price approaches it during the London session open. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown on this potential trade setup, and we'll see what happens. Catch you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so back with a quick update. I am currently in this trade on silver. If I just show you on this chart here, you can see my entry. So I saw silver approach this high volume VSA bar, right? And remember I said that volume was actually dying out and price was going up. And if I didn't say that, I'm saying it now, because I can't remember what I recorded on the previous video until I go back to edit it. But basically, one way I use to determine a massive move is on the way is by decreasing volume as price moves sideways. So I kind of coined that volume divergence, and that's basically what we're getting here. And that was another reason why I decided to participate in this trade. So initially price came down, we had decent momentum even though the volume was still relatively low, but now you can see that price is starting to approach on high volume, and we had this VSA signal right here, and so I'm expecting that price should push down below this low on the 5-minute time frame, which is this area right here. So as you can see, price is gone, it's traded in a zone. We've had a nice manipulation distribution right here. We've had decrease in volume, and basically now price is increasing volume on its down moves while rejecting this daily resistance with some VSA signal. So basically I'm expecting price to drop below this low right here. My computer is playing up a bit. Let me just delete one of these lines. Boom. So I'm just waiting to see what price does, but my prediction is as soon as we break down this, price should just literally tank. So I'm waiting to see what happens. I'll be back with an update as soon as that starts to happen. It seems like it's about to play out now. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yep, no, it's taking its time. So I'll be back as soon as price breaks this level. I'll be back with an update. So guys, I am officially out of this trade, but here's a quick update on what took place. So if you remember, we were waiting for price to break below this low, and I said as soon as that happens, we should have a nice strong move to the downside. We did get a move to the downside. However, I exited the trade for a little over 1-to-1 risk reward, and reason being is because initially, after such a consolidation period like this, I'm expecting a stronger move to the downside. If we go up to the 15 minutes, you remember my take profit was somewhere around this low. I'll just remove this line for a second. My take profit was somewhere around this low based on the 4-hourly time frame. However, what I saw that I didn't like was that price broke this previous swing high, and to me, because my stop loss was around this level, I don't want to come back and get stopped out, you know, watching my trade go in my direction for about a 1-to-1 risk to reward, well, over 1-to-1 risk to reward to be fair, and then for it to just come back and stop me out. So if you watch one of my previous videos, you'll remember that I said, although my stop loss might be all the way down here, I'm still managing the trade on the go. The markets are alive, the markets fluctuate, so why would you just set and forget your stop loss? I mean, it's all well and good if you've backtested your strategy and that works for you, but one thing I like to do just to make sure I have a smoother equity curve is to manage my trade on the go based on what price action is giving me. So like I said, I was expecting a stronger move to the downside, so saying that I didn't get that move and now price is breaking swing highs, to me, I'd rather just take my profits off the table for the time being and wait for another trade setup on any other pairs. So that's this trade in a nutshell. Don't forget, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because I will be dropping a lot more technical analysis video, live trades set up as they come my way. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.